I love the power of love.
Come with me if you want to live.
I love the power of love.
No time for time travel.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the No Time for Time Travel podcast, where we're a podcast for nerds by nerds. And joining me all the way from San Jose is Lamb.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? And today's episode is actually just going to be a review, a movie review. We don't do this often, but we're going to do it today. So, movie review is on the Joker movie.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's good, Tony. It's good.
You saw the movie.
I watched the movie. Yeah, it was good. Well, you know how I like gritty movies and all that, and a bit dark. Well, actually, really dark. But it was good. It reminded me in a way of the Christopher Nolan's trilogy, in a way, but darker. And
okay.
Yes, and yes.
Yep. Yeah. So just for the listeners who don't know, this will be full of spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie,
oh really?
Then
are you sure, Tony? You want to talk about this?
Yeah, why not?
You're not gonna watch it?
No, I've read the story already.
Oh no, Tony!
I did that a while ago because I was unsure if I wanted to see it. So guys, if you don't want spoilers, stop listening now. But if you're okay or you don't care about the movie, then you can continue listening or stop the episode anyway.
Okay. All right, but yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not sure if you want to watch it? What's the reason?
Okay, so the movie just sounds like it's extremely dark, and there's like a lot of like bad representation in terms of mental health. And it's like there's no real antagonist. It's kind of like you're kind of rooting for the Joker almost.
Bruh, I don't know. You're rooting for the Joker. You're just kind of like watching a train wreck. No, actually, I see what. Yeah, people do say that, but then so I thought I had my doubts before I watched it. But I guess it's more for me. It's more like appreciating the acting of Joaquin Phoenix. It's like, wow, he's so crazy. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's amazing how he's able to transform into this character. So for me was the reason I enjoyed it. Yeah, it is a bit dark, but yeah.
I do want to watch that part. Like, I do want to watch his scenes and things like that. I just don't know if I want to sit through the movie and experience all the seemingly negative stuff that I'm seeing. So,
it's actually, I feel like it's not. People, it's kind of like, it's violent, but it's not like any more violent than a lot of movies, like John Wick, for example.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of, because the way I'm reading it, it just feels more realistic.
Oh, right. I see. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, in a way, but yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, it's definitely, yeah, you're watching a guy, you're like, that is so weird. It's like, right. Descent into madness, I guess, is the good way to put it.
Yeah, I don't really know what to it kind of like just reading the story just makes me speechless. So I mean, what was your favorite moment from the movie?
There was I think when he like officially kind of became the Joker, like he was getting ready to go on this late night talk show. Mm-hmm. He was invited by Robert De Niro's character.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he sort of like, because he always dances in the movie, but he like really took it to another level, and then he just like did this dance down the stairs. I was like, oh man, it's weird, but also kind of like, wow, it feels like that's something the Joker would do, and it was interesting to me.
Yeah, it sounds, that scene, that's a very iconic scene, I think. Like, that's what everyone's associating this movie with, so.
Yeah. I think it's interesting in the sense that it doesn't feel like it's part of the Batman universe, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that was weird.
It doesn't, it's like, hey, here's a movie about a guy descending into madness, but we're just going to call him the Joker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just isn't, there's no like anything, there's nothing superhero related or, there's nothing, it's very realistic. Yeah, it's kind of weird in that sense.
Yeah, so big twist for listeners. The portion where the mom was like saying like, "Oh, you're actually Thomas Wayne's like son."
Oh, right.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
That was weird. To be honest, I mean, at first I thought it could be possible, and I was like, wait, how would that play into the whole the Batman universe. That would be quite a twist.
Yeah.
But it turns out she's just a crazy woman.
Yeah. So there were rumors about that before the movie, and I remember hearing it, and the rumors were just that was the truth, and
it could be, yeah.
Yeah, but then it turned out not to be when the movie was released. But there were so many people that were all up in arms about it because the whole idea about the Joker is that this is just some random dude causing descent and madness, and he's connected to Batman just because they're opposites. But when you make him a half brother of Batman, it takes away that kind of like meaning or connection, because now they're blood related.
I see. I have a question though. So I'm not too familiar with Joker's backstory, but was his name Arthur Fleck as well, or what's his name, or is it?
No, there was never a real like clear origin of the Joker. So in the comics, he never really had like one origin story that was real. Every single time, it's kind of like a different story, and every single time too, like it's a lot of the times he's telling the story. And you also got to think about like when you are, so this isn't in healthcare, right? In the healthcare setting, I used to do rotation at a mental institute.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So one of the things that we learn is that when we ask people questions and they are already diagnosed with a mental illness, then whatever they say, it could be very detailed. It could be like, like that level of detail, like the movie, but they're categorized as an unreliable narrator. And they can make things up, but they can believe things, but then you don't really know what the truth is. You just know what they believe in and what they say. So in that sense, this movie all could have happened in his head, and it all could have been fake.
That's very true. Especially, I think he was imagining like the scene with the woman where he was like, dating that woman.
The one played by Zazie Beetz, the one that was from Deadpool.
Yeah, but it turns out it was all in his head.
Yeah.
You're right, the whole thing could be in his head.
Yeah, so, and then him being tied to, there's some like theories going around too that his whole like thing where he's tied to Bruce Wayne and Thomas Wayne is probably made up and he never was. And then there's also this theory that this whole movie is happening in his head in Arkham Asylum after Batman already put him there. So Batman may already exist, Yeah,
exactly. I see. Yeah, but I will say though, one thing about the movie that I kind of liked was that there were like little Easter eggs, and there were like 3 specific scenes that all kind of pay homage, I guess, to the 3 movies in the trilogy, the Dark Knights. There was one.
The car.
Wait, which one was that?
I was gonna say the car.
No. Oh, the car scene? Yeah, when he's looking at the car. That's like the Dark Knight,
yeah.
Right? And then there was one where the robber kills his parents, or Bruce Wayne's parents. That's from the Batman Begins, right? And then the whole riot thing, the whole the movement against whatever, the social rise was part of the Dark Knight, the last one, the Dark Knight Begins, or Dark Knight Rises. Sorry. Yeah. So it was funny because I was talking to my friend about that. We were like, because he made the first 2 connections. I'm like, oh wait, there's the third connection are the riots, basically the ones that Bane was leading. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I was like, dang, I figured that out. I'm like, oh, dude, but yeah, the third one is So that was pretty neat.
Yeah. So what do you think about like, is it Oscar worthy performance for Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of acting, I would say so, or at least worthy of a nomination. It was, I mean, I don't remember seeing any other movies with him, or maybe I have, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's weird. He's everywhere, but then he's also nowhere. Like
exactly.
All his movies are critically acclaimed. He always does a good job. But his movies, the movies themselves may not be that big.
Yeah. So this is probably the first big one, right?
Yeah, because like the movie that I kind of remember him in is the M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Village. And he was pretty good in that. But the movie itself wasn't. And then what else? Yeah, and he was actually in talks to be Doctor Strange, but then I think they couldn't come to a deal with that, so then they went with Benedict Cumberbatch or something.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool, but yeah, no, he was really good as the Joker. It was a different kind of Joker. I think Heath Ledger was probably the best, and then this is a different kind of Joker. It's like more, I don't know. It's less supervillain and more like just crazy guy.
Yeah, I think it's like empathy, right?
empathy. Yes, in a way, yeah, because he was treated like very poorly by society. But then, of course, also he's just a crazy guy.
Yeah.
So it made it a lot worse.
Yeah. So one of the things that I was bothered with in Jared Leto's portrayal is when I was watching it recently, like he's very calculative and he's very like everything has a plan that it needs to go according to plan, and all of that stuff. And then, but Heath Ledger's Joker was more like, oh, when someone doesn't follow plan, everyone goes crazy. And then he's like, he just wants like everything to be in chaos. Like, he's just a chaos like bringer, you know? He just
right.
He doesn't care, and that's how the Joker should be. Like the Joker is like an unstable villain. Like you don't know what he's gonna do, and that's what makes him dangerous.
No, that's true. Right? He definitely. It's like controlled chaos for the Joker.
Yeah. So
yeah. Right.
That's so funny because someone else asked me about like, oh, what makes a pharmacist good? About like, you know, what kind of skills does a pharmacist have? And I was like, oh, they control chaos.
They joke. No, I was kidding. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, because when I think of like, a supervillain who, plans out everything, I think of like Bane or somebody like that, not like the Joker or like, Mr. Penguin or Two-Face, right? Obviously, because he always has a coin. Well, actually, no, I don't know if that's planning or not, but that's...
I mean, he plans until the fork in the road, then he uses his coin.
Right, okay, there you go.
But it's weird because Two-Face will honor whatever the coin ends up landing on. It's weird, right? Because then it's not like he'll just like make it a certain way just to make it that way.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But I also don't like the way the Joker looks in the Suicide Squad movie.
Oh yeah, with the grills and the damage tattoo on his head.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then the purple trench coat that's like made of like alligator skin or something.
Yeah, no wonder he's alienated and upset.
Because he looks like an alien and he also looks upset.
Yeah. What else about the movie? You know what? I'll be honest. There wasn't a lot happening in the movie. It was a very slow movie, but at the same time, you were like kind of intrigued. Like what's he gonna do? He's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I was reading about that. I was like, it's 2 hours.
2 what?
Wait,
2 hours?
2 hours, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
No, I wouldn't say it's boring or slow. It's just like, I just realized that there's not much going on. but it's still a good movie. It's weird because I don't see what, like, you know how people say, oh, it's like you're empathizing with, no, like, not really. You don't really, it's not glorifying anything. It's just like showing you what's happening and you just kind of accept it. I don't get why people say, oh yeah, it's like glorifying, or, making you empathize with people who do these things. Like, no, not really.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like, I think the problem is that it's a little too real with like whatever's going on in the world right now, and people go to the cinema to get away from that world. It's not like I'm gonna watch what's happening outside on screen.
Yeah, it's true.
So.
But it's funny because in the past there have been a lot of these movies, right? For example, Taxi Driver, very similar. I haven't watched that movie, but I've heard.
We're in different times now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I guess it's I guess that's the whole thing about like, oh, do video games make you more violent, right? That kind of thing. That's what it reminds me of. That whole discussion. The whole debate, and it's always interesting to me. But yeah, I liked it overall. I would say it's definitely an Oscar-worthy performance.
So, out of 10, we know ratings don't really mean anything, but if you had to give a rating, what would you give it?
Probably 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Decent.
So I haven't actually watched the movie yet.
Yeah.
But I only know about the story. So just the story alone, I think it'll be a 5 to 6-ish for me.
On a 10 to 10? Yeah.
Yeah, out of 10. And but I don't know. Like if I watch the movie, I'm sure I will enjoy Joaquin Phoenix's performance. Like, right. And sometimes a movie can be like have a really bad plot, but then you're so intrigued by the actor that you just want to watch the movie. So that's kind of like where I'm at, but I'm a little scared.
The plot is okay too. Scared? What? The plot's not bad at all. Actually, it's pretty good or decent. It's just like you know how a lot of movies there's not much action is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Ironically, but what do you say? You're afraid of what?
I don't remember.
Okay, you're afraid that you won't remember. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm afraid of like the feeling. So okay. So we remember the movie Black Swan. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
You know the feeling you get after watching that movie?
Oh yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, you're like, wait.
Yeah.
That's a weird movie.
So that's how I am. That's the feeling I'm afraid of feeling if I watch Joker. Because it's like, oh, the movie ended. I'm so uneasy. You know, like.
Oh, it's uneasy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's only thing.
That's when you watch The Big Bang Theory or something. No, right after. That's kidding.
Wait, what?
Watch like a sitcom or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
The Big Bang Theory.
I thought you were like that. You feel uneasy after The Big Bang Theory.
Oh no.
Okay.
No. You know what? I would say though, the first half of the movie, or like maybe 3/4, doesn't feel like a Joker movie. But then the last quarter, I think you kind of start like, oh yeah. I can see this kind of being in the Batman universe.
Yeah, I think
that's the feeling I got. Yeah.
I've heard that he doesn't even become Joker until the last moments of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because according to this version of the story, the reason he laughs is because he has some sort of condition.
Oh yeah, I did read about that. Yeah, that's a real condition.
Yeah.
He laughs at inappropriate times. Oh, and then there was the director had came out to say the very last laugh in the movie was the only time he really laughed.
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's
interesting.
It's because he laughed at something about like he knows how it's related to the Wayne family and being the cause of violence. He just thinks it's funny. But then,
I see.
That's the only time that you truly hear his real laughter, and not the ones that are caused by his condition.
Right. Oh wow, interesting. What was I gonna say? I forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow. I thought you meant Joaquin Phoenix really laughing. I was confused.
Oh, you know what's funny? Character. He was on Jimmy Kimmel, and then Jimmy Kimmel was like, "Oh, we have a clip of bloopers from the movie," and then he was like, "Oh yeah, sure, play it," or something like that. And then Jimmy played it, and it was Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker telling like he's like trying to do something, and he starts telling like the cinematographer to shut up, and then it's like, "Come on, I'm trying to work, shut up," right? And then it goes back, and then it's like. Jimmy was like, so what was going on there? And then Joaquin Phoenix was basically saying, oh, this is embarrassing. I guess I had to apologize. I'm really sorry, but in the first part, he should not have interrupted me. It was a whole play off of the whole Christian Bale thing a while ago.
Oh, really? What happened with Christian Bale?
In Terminator, when he started like screaming at the director of photography, and then it got leaked out, and then he had to do a public apology and everything.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
So, but then the thing is, everyone in the audience felt uneasy because Joaquin Phoenix is such a good actor that you don't know that he was joking. So it was super weird to watch. So
wait, Bale apologized for Angry Rant. This is way back in the day, though. Yeah, 2009.
Yeah. So that happened. Like, was it Joaquin Phoenix just did that for the Joker? And the publicist had to come out and say, no, that was a joke, guys. It was not real.
Wait, hold on. I feel like he is kind of weird in real life, actually.
Yeah, there was that one time for another movie he promoted where he actually came on shows and he just like wore sunglasses, had a beard, and just didn't talk and just acted weird. But it was because he was in character for the movie he was promoting.
Oh, but you didn't think the Jimmy Kimmel interview was weird? I think I saw like a little bit. It felt kind of weird.
Yeah.
Or was he doing it on purpose?
I don't know. I mean, he seems a little awkward.
Yeah, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe he's more like the Joker than you think.
Well, did you know that? No, I bet you didn't know this, but Joaquin Phoenix, well, he grew up in a cult.
What?
Did you know that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, his parents were in a cult.
Are you serious?
His parents were in a cult. I'm serious. That's why they named their kids Joaquin and River. I'm serious. You can look it up on Wikipedia right now.
Oh yeah, his name is Joaquin River Phoenix. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. And
I guess.
Right. Like this kind of.
Okay, I'm scared now.
Yeah. Okay. They married in 1969, then joined a religious cult, the Children of God, and began it.
What the heck? Oh my gosh, this is like weird.
Wait. Oh, so they left the cult when he was 4. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Huh.
I know, right? I know random trivia.
You would be really good for our trivia nights. Too bad you're not like around here.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Oh,
but yeah,
you're
so-
going to be around here, but it's on Tuesdays, so yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not
You're going to
good.
be gone again. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
anyway. I guess that's our review of the Joker from one
Yep.
person who watched it and one who didn't. So
But you know quite a lot about it though, so I'm impressed.
Well, I mean, I just read up. I've been following the movie and I've been reading up on everything about it because it intrigues me. But then I haven't felt like I wanted to really watch it yet.
Okay.
So I do want to watch it, but not to the extent that I will go and watch it yet. You know, I might wait for it just to
I get
home
it.
release. So we'll see.
Cool. Not bad.
All right. Well, until next time. No time for time travel. Signing off. Hurdy on Warp Speed. See ya.
Peace.
I love the Power Glove.
Come with me if you want to live.
I love the Power Glove.
No time for time travel.